Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Oh, you're Australian. We can do a whole Australian episode.
Zero.
What?
Emma.
What the fuck?
The people will get it.
Yeah, I know Emma and Cleo. Oh, condensation. Emma.
Because I'm getting
Emma, no.
I'm getting like wet eye and like my corner of my eyes are getting wet.
Emma, no.
So Georgie has just told me that she had singing lessons.
Sorry, why the shade? What?
No, this just defines you as a person of I'm going to get singing lessons. I'm going to do acting.
I don't think I did acting. Oh, I used to do like the achievements evenings at school.
I am going to be
those.
a superstar.
I am a superstar. Yeah, silence. Roll the intro, Brian.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and welcome
The Unfiltered Bride Podcast. Tips from the top table and beyond.
so you know it's going to be juicy.
Guess what the Crafty Lab have done now?
What? Anything they do, I'm sure I'm going to love.
They have created larger size newspapers, and I mean like big, tabloid style.
I'm obsessed. That is so cool.
I have the best idea for these. Imagine giving one of your groomsmen like an A board to wear, and they stand at the front and hand out newspapers to guests on the way in. Like the welcome sign meets the order of the day meets fun.
That would be so good. But I'd have them around for breakfast, like croissants, fruit, and my big face on a tabloid right there.
Yes, and you'd have to save some for that iconic shot in the morning with the bridal party in their PJs in bed.
Basically, these are an absolute no-brainer.
And they are less than £4 each, so you get iconic photos, welcome signage, order of the day, and so much more for less.
You could even include your table plan, menus, basically everything because you've got the space.
Guys, get yourself to the Crafty Lab now.
And use Unfiltered for 10% off. You're welcome. Says your dad. No one else but your dad says you're a superstar.
I don't think they're a superstar. Did you not do any instruments?
Piano.
Can you play piano though?
I can play EastEnders. Oh, honestly, it was the worst. I had to go in early for school, go do piano, and my piano teacher was weird, and I was just like, I don't want to do it anymore. I was more a sports girl.
Yeah, I was
Rounders,
a sports girl.
netball,
Yeah. Rounders is my jam.
Running.
We
I had
nowhere near the same school years, are we?
Spike trainers. I was an athlete.
I had shocks. Personalised ones. You like designed them online and put your colours of what colour you wanted the shocks, and my laces were a different colour, and I think people bullied me for those. They said Georgie on the back.
I probably would,
They were my pride and joy.
It was so strange.
I miss school.
Do you?
Yeah, I loved school.
Oh, I loved junior school.
Yeah, there's no problems in junior school.
Yeah, I loved junior school.
No, I hated junior school.
And then, why?
Just like that was when everyone's trying to figure out who they are.
Oh no, I liked junior school. It was much nicer than secondary school.
Secondary school. But my mum worked at the school that I went to, so it was not.
Oh, you're adding to this. The kid,
mate.
The teacher.
I should have been absolutely bullied into the ground at that school, but I came out all right.
Do you feel like that's why you overcompensate now?
What the fuck? Yeah.
Like, I want everyone to like me because everyone thought that I did well at school because my mum worked there.
So I did do extra stuff at school and people were like, excuse my mum works here. And I was like, it's not, it's because I'm fucking clever, dickhead. Anyway, do you remember?
Anyway, enough about me.
Counselling. Remember the other month we did the national wedding shows?
Yes.
We set up a little box. Basically a tip jar. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't tell you it was a tip jar, but it's basically a tip jar, and I've got all the questions.
Where's the box, hun?
I don't know, you took my box away.
Pop it on here.
I don't have it, but we're gonna go through all of the questions that people have put down and just spitfire them for the whole episode.
Can I just say,
Here's
someone
half.
actually said please don't ever do a Welsh accent again in the DM.
I'm Welsh, you can't tell me that. That's like saying Beth don't do an English accent.
I'm English doll.
I know. Okay, what are you going to do? One at a time? Don't read them. Don't read them. She's like that kid that looks at all her cards before she's allowed to play. Mm-hmm. I'm in my Uno era and I'm loving it. Mm-hmm. Right, ready? Putting them face down.
I'm in my running era. Because I bought really expensive headphones to run in.
How many times have you been for a run?
3 times.
Oh.
And I bought they arrived last Thursday. It's now...
You bought expensive
headphones.
What's that got to do with running?
Because I was like, if I buy them, then I have to run.
Okay.
And honestly, they're like noise cancelling. It's really good.
It's like my treadmill.
Really good. No, actually, I'll tell the real story before we get into the cards.
Okay.
So long story short, we were at the pub with our friends on Saturday night and everyone agreed to do a dog walk on the Sunday. I was like, yeah, no worries. But I'm up at like 5:30 a.m. driving 2 hours away to pick up some stuff from a wedding, to drive 2 hours back and then an hour back to my house. So I was driving for a total of 6 hours that Sunday, and we were meeting at like 1 or something. Well, don't know what the time is, but don't question me. But
I was going to say your maths didn't add up, but okay, carry on.
Anyway, and I was like, do you know what? I really got back and I really didn't want to go, but and I had stuff to do at work, so I was like, do you know what? I'm going to show up. I'm going to be a good girlfriend. I'm not going to let Jack down, like, because you know, work always comes first usually. Yeah. And I thought, this can wait till tomorrow, but I've got to come into work tomorrow, whereas I would usually work from home. So like, it was a big deal and massive inconvenience.
All right.
So anyway, so I got back, I showed up, and I was like, perfect, not a problem. So it was meant to be our friends. So there's 2 couples, and one of the couples got 3 kids. So
Jesus.
Fine. Yeah. Like there was a group of us.
Yeah.
I got up to the hill, and it was just Jack's friend. And I was like,
just one guy.
One guy. I was like, why the fuck do I want to go on a walk with you 2?
What?
Like, literally, I was like, why the fuck? I was like, I've worked all morning.
Oh, no.
You know, when you're like,
why didn't the girls let you know they weren't going? Are they not your mates?
They're more his mates. But Jack, I literally wasn't talking to anyone all morning because they, like, we arranged it the day before. I kind of was like, I'll be there if I be there. I said to Jack, actually, make plans without me today. Like, I'm not sure when I'm going to be back and whatever. Fucking didn't turn up.
How did that make you buy headphones?
So I was like, fuck this. I'm not fucking walking with you 2. I had a strap and walked home.
Yeah.
40-minute walk home from the hill. But I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the walk home.
Okay.
And I was like, like normally I'm like, 4 minutes, I can't. I'm going to get shin splints. And I really enjoyed the 40-minute walk home.
Yeah.
And it was a lovely day. And I was like, this. Like,
are you a fair weather runner though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I actually went out the other day and it rained. And I was like, my headphones. Cleo!
Oh my God, the conversation.
Anyway, so long story short, I really enjoyed the walk home. It really cleared my head of just like work and general stuff. And I was like, I like this. And one of the girls is taking up running. She was like, I really recommend it. Like, she's like, I run really slow, but
Run to run.
Also just need to get my fitness levels up because your gal gets out of breath running up the stairs.
I feel you, mate. I feel you. Can't even run a bar.
So anyway, long story short, bought headphones, and I'm a bit of a runner. So if you see me around, honk your horn.
I'd love to be a runner, but my ADHD won't allow it.
I just love the marathon.
I can't concentrate.
People running for like over 5 hours.
The fuck would you want to do? Why?
What an achievement! Well, you raise money for charity.
Okay, that I get. When you just do it for banter, I just don't. It's just I can't concentrate on just the running.
Watch me. I'll sign up for a marathon now. I can't bother. No.
I dare you.
No.
Into the camera. I dare you to sign up for the London Marathon
no,
next year.
No, Cleo.
I'll come and cheer you on.
No, Cleo. No, I'm not a marathon runner.
Nobody is a marathon runner.
My thighs are too thick. They chafe.
Yeah, I think props to people that can run. It is not for me.
Have you seen the TikToks where people are around like Disney and walking like this because their legs are chafing?
Yes, yes, I feel you. I wear little short, like if I have to wear dresses to weddings, I have to wear little shorts underneath it because I was like, I can't, first of all, if my dress blows up, I don't want you to see I was going to say crown jewels, but that's definitely a man, isn't it?
Well,
my pride and
what
joy.
What are you trying to say, Georgie?
I am not a man.
Really? Not a man. Brian told me you were.
He loves it. Anyway, should we do questions? Should we do actual wedding stuff? Okay.
Shall I ask you? Yeah, and then you answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Quick fire.
Oh, wow. Quick-ish fire. We've got a whole episode for this.
Oh, have you seen how many cards I've got ready?
Yeah.
ASMR. Oh, God. I nearly hit myself in the face.
Ready?
Like yours is better.
Sorry.
How do you...
I'm in my Uno era.
Uno! I love it when people don't say Uno. It's the best
and you're like, pick up 2, dick.
Well, we play it as a drinking game on holiday. I'm like, drink!
What?
Uno.
How do you play it if they drink?
If you don't say Uno, you have to drink.
You don't miss Uno very often. Do you? Yeah. You need to play with better people, mate. We don't miss Uno.
This is when you half cut out the pool bar.
Fair. Okay.
Anyway, right.
Hit me.
Guest book ideas. I feel like everything's already been done. So have you got any different ideas?
Yes. First of all.
Really?
Yes.
Would you like to share?
The more I've been thinking about everything and the more weddings I'm seeing and the more everything is changing, I am just so into the personal stuff. And I know I've always been into the personal stuff. Stop reading ahead on the cards. Put them face down. Put them down.
You
put them down.
You did not birth me. You have no authority over me.
How old are you? No, I couldn't have. Gross.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Anyway, so to me, personality is the biggest, like something like a guest book where it doesn't really matter. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
It doesn't really matter.
Let's hear your ideas
No,
then.
but that's where I can't give you ideas because I need you to tell me a person and I'll give you an idea for that person.
I like the date night ideas. I've seen someone do that on a frame. That was really cool.
Love that. Give
and
me a type of person.
Very aesthetic. Me.
You.
All right. Give me what?
Oh, all right.
She got no personality.
No, you could do the podcast style setup. Like I would have a little microphone and a thing for you and you sit down and you go,
I love that.
see? Next person, go.
My wedding's going to be way cooler than yours because
I wish I was getting married now.
Because you're going to be like, do this, do that. Like, I would have never thought of that.
Yeah, you know.
But yours was cool.
It was cool. I would love to do it now though. Just it'd be even better. The thing is, it's annoying because every year you're like, I would have done that.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I would do something with Whisper an Angel.
What, get them to sign the bottles?
Sign the bottles.
Yeah.
But look, with all due respect, I don't actually really care that much about it.
But this is my point. If it's something that you're not that fussed on, you might as well take that opportunity to do something cooler. Do you know what I mean?
I do like an audio guest book. I know
Love an
that's
audio guest
done,
book.
but I was editing one the other day from one of ours, and I was literally like, this is funny. But I would listen to it once and be like, cool.
But we listen to it every year.
For me, it's grandparents. If you've got grandparents, that's important.
Yes, agreed. And I think you can make cute videos and put that clip over the top of it and stuff like that. Give me another type of person.
Brian.
I would have got dollar bills and got people to sign those and then made like a picture with all the different dollar bills on. Money boy, isn't he?
Oh, money boy. dollar bills. Why dollars?
Because I'm not going to sign on a £5 note, am I? It's either going to cost me 20 quid or...
Fair.
What?
I don't know the exchange rate on dollars to pounds.
100.
$1, please.
These are just quick fire, but like that is take you guys as people.
What's the coolest one you've ever seen?
So there is a place in I want to say Birmingham, I can't really remember, called Snobs. And when you go in, they've got this wall of masks. They're like, you know, like the white masks that you put on that have nothing on them. They're just like the shape of it. They made this fake wall thing with that all painted on, and then people signed that. Love that. It's where they met. Makes sense to them. Will be cute in their home.
Oh, makes sense now.
Yeah.
I get it. Oh, that's cool.
I know. This is just anything a little bit different. If you're like, I just don't really care about guest book, I don't want to have a thing that people sign, fine, don't.
Do you know what I've seen as well? A card game. So basically they've got blank playing cards, but they've still got numbers on.
Yes, and then you
can
can
write something on it so you can like play games.
I just think you can do anything. The Polaroid pictures are cool.
Yeah, but I don't really want pictures of people.
Yeah, but you would look back through that in 10 years'
Would
time.
you?
Yeah, you'd look through that more than you'd look through a guest book where people have just wrote, hello.
Hello, love. Have a good day. Love you. Bye.
And then drawn a penis in the back. Right, would you like a question?
Yeah. Yes, Cleo.
Getting married abroad. How long should I give my guest to RSVP? You love an RSVP question.
As soon as you book it.
What?
As soon as you book it.
What,
send the invite out.
No, how long should I give my guest to RSVP?
Oh.
How long do they need to decide if they're coming or not? Because that is more of a ball ache. And you have to look, can we afford the flights? You don't know how much the flights are because it's the following year.
But I genuinely think if you got say you got the invite a year out, you would know by 6 months prior if you're going.
So you want the invites, you want the RSVPs back 6 months before?
Yeah, because I think 6 months is strong enough for...
You do need to sort out accommodation,
travel, all of that. But also if you're not coming, 6 months is long enough to invite somebody else for their place.
Agreed.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, next question.
Sold to the woman in black.
Me?
Oh, this has got a little heart at the end. Should the bride get involved in planning the hen?
Yes. But like a little bit. I feel like you get to say what you like and what you don't like.
A brief.
Yes. You can say, this is what I would love. This would be my ideas, blah, 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 blah. Take that and spin it however you want. But I don't think you should be that involved.
This is what I'd love.
You have to do the guest
who I
list.
would like to come.
Yeah.
Put them all in a WhatsApp group and leave. It's way easier.
Yeah. Agreed. I also think you can say like your vetoes. Like I really genuinely don't want to do this or that.
AKA don't make me run a marathon on my hand.
Do you, as the bride, do you have to get involved if the maid of honour isn't being any good? Or do you get involved if you just want to do it yourself?
Next week, or the week after, don't know when, but I'm going to do a bridesmaids episode with you because I'm sick to death of bridesmaids at the moment.
Me too.
Our DMs are just fucking flooded.
Yes,
with shitty
every bitch from a bride is about bridesmaids.
Oh my god! Yeah. Like, why are people like this, man?
I agree. I think as the bride, you should not. The getting involved is your last resort. for planning
What
hen
I'm finding at the moment is you're basically the hardest part of hen dos is you're bringing multiple different groups of people together.
Yes, with multiple like
personalities and ages.
Yeah. And I think as the bride, you're a different person in different groups. Do you know what I mean? For some of them, you're like the wild one.
All right.
For some of them...
I can ask you a question.
Go on then.
Okay, so what are you like with your... basically, I'm going to do it based on your wedding tables.
All right.
So, the type of person...
The problem is I'm quite similar across, but carry on. I'll try.
Practice what you preach, hun. What type of person are you like on the table I was sat on?
You were with like...
Pat.
Wedding mates.
Holly.
You were with like my
Kat.
newer friend group. Apart from Kat. Yeah, I guess Kat. What am I like? Well, you tell me what I'm like to you guys. I think I'm the workhorse, work hard, boss ass bitch.
Think funny. Always got to be funny.
I am hilarious,
Literally.
so it doesn't really matter if I'm
Bants
all the way. Yeah, that's that table.
So the table that was there
next to had some older friends and then some like school mum friend. That one I would say I'm probably a little bit more reserved than
mumsy.
Yeah, like a little bit more mature for that one.
Do you know what? I'm picturing what you're like in my head with each people, and it's really funny.
I think I'm just
I
a
feel
little
like
bit
you dress differently as well for each table.
That one would be more of like what I wear now, like a black turtleneck, kind of like.
Oh,
how can I help, guys? Is there anything I can be doing to help? Do you need help with the PTA?
I'm such a great
I'm
mum.
such a great mum. I'm a great friend. I'm a confidant.
DIY queen.
Yeah, whereas for your table, I'm not a confidant. I'm just a fucking get up and work hard.
Okay, the table in front of that table.
That was
some of your family.
My dad's side.
Yeah.
I'm probably the organizer. The one that's like, no, maybe not that group. That's just like.
I just think what you
group.
said is actually so true. Like
I'm definitely different.
Group you're different with.
It depends. And if you spoke to my school friends that like I don't see as often now, but when we get together, it's like, here's what we're up to. Here's what we're like, just more of a sit and have a coffee and a chat. Whereas my Hindu people were like, let's go out and get absolutely smashed. Like it's different groups, isn't it?
Yeah.
So to bring all of those people together on a Hindu.
And they're probably thinking, you're not like this normally. You're not being like,
have I just shut a window, mate?
You have literally. Brian, can I have a light bulb moment here, please? Ding! Georgie has just nailed the bridesmaid problem.
Yes.
We have dissected it.
Do you reckon that is why they then just sit and be like, what the fuck, who is this girl? That's
You've changed.
Type A.
You're different. You're being selfish.
But do you think it's wrong as a person to have like I wouldn't say that I was extreme differences across groups.
This is a problem, Georgie.
Are you extreme difference across groups?
No, but like I'd probably be a bit more unfiltered with some. I'd probably be a bit more sensitive with others, and like,
I'd be more direct to some.
Basically, Georgie's got this thing of like, if I've got a problem, I'll come to her. She'll be like, "Do you want nice? Do you want mean? Or do you want a bit of?" It's like a bit of both.
Motivational.
Yeah, and it's like I have to pick which one I need.
Yeah,
and it's like that's what you must be like. Like
different
it's still
Georgie.
Yeah. But different versions of Georgie.
Yes.
As and when it's needed.
Oh my God.
Wow.
What have we uncovered?
You are a genius. Do you know what? I knew you were smart.
I told you.
Every single time I
those
said you
fucking
would.
singing lessons.
Those singing It's because your mum was a teacher at the school.
She wasn't a teacher. It was even worse. She was a secretary and she was really fit. So everyone was like, your mum's a fit secretary. And I'm like, yeah, brilliant. Thank you. Moving on. What was the actual question? Should you get involved in the Hindu?
Yeah.
I feel like if you do have wildly different groups, maybe sometimes you do need to step in a little bit and be like, here's the plans.
Or do different Hindus.
Yes.
To suit the groups better.
100%.
Because mixing them
can be an ish.
There we go.
There we go. Heard
what
it here first.
I actually am, like, revelation.
I recognise this handwriting.
Why? Whose is it?
Guess who you think it is?
I don't know.
Think the father of the bride is underrated. Very stressful for him.
Your dad?
Yes.
Big up.
But let's actually talk about that. Do we forget how stressful it is for other people?
I think father of the bride does get overlooked.
Yep.
Massively.
Yep.
One, because they're a man.
Yep.
Secondly, because they're older. I saw something the other day. It was like, remember, it's still the first time your parents are living.
I know. I saw that as well.
And
I was like
you think that they know everything.
I've definitely said that to Ida as well before. I'm like, you do realise this is my life as well.
But like, you look at your parents, don't you, who know everything and have got loads of life experience, and like your dad's a bit like you. He'll put on like not a front, but he's got like he's got a great personality,
confident. I'm fine.
Like funniest person in the room.
Yeah.
Like dad jokes left, right, and centre. Super, like literally like a great all rounder. And it's like,
do you fancy my dad?
A little bit. I know he listens as well. I know I look like your stepdaughter.
Stepdaughter, yeah.
But hey,
don't worry about it. Not family, not blood. Anyway. Yes, yeah. I agree. I think, and I also think that weddings have changed massively from when they did it.
Yeah.
So that they're probably a little bit like out of the loop. Well, have no idea what's happening.
Well, we had the thing of, obviously, we did a wedding at the weekend, and I know there was issue with parents and...
Always.
Well, one wearing black tie.
Yeah.
Why does she want everything to look like a funeral?
Yeah,
and it's like...
It's just different now.
It's just different now, but it's also like the opinions. But I do think the father of the bride has got the speech, the walking down the aisle. Like, imagine how nervous you are walking your daughter down the aisle and you don't want to trip. Yeah. Because then you ruin it for her.
Yeah. Oh.
No one even like be like, are you ready? I'm like, Dad, come on, let's go.
I always try and brief the dad a little bit, only because I know.
Stand here, do this.
Yeah,
do that.
I always say, do you know what you're doing? And they're like, no. And I'm like, cool. So you'll walk on the left because she's leaving you behind. She's blah, 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 like the whole spiel. I do try and make that a thing in the day. But if you're not having a coordinator, maybe you need to explain to your dad, this is what the plan is. Same for the speech. Like, I need to make one of these, but this is what should be involved in this father of the bride speech. I'd say, here you go, Dad. What?
The bride, my other bride on Saturday, so I had 2 brides on Saturday, so the dad did the speech, and on the back of it was like, she was a fucking nightmare or something. I was like that.
I imagine he was reading really nice stuff, and then on the back is like,
she's a fucking nightmare. I was like, oh, I love that.
Oh, because there's a lot of pressure for a speech.
Basically,
there's a lot of pressure on all of it.
You're like same level as groom. Like pressure wise, because you're walking down the aisle. The groom doesn't have to walk down the aisle. Yeah. You need to look good.
Yeah.
Groom
you need to be funny.
You need to be funny and
do you need to be funny?
Yeah, a speech. Yeah, I think so.
You've got to be humorous, not funny.
Yeah, you can't be boring in the speech.
No, I'm going to try and... Brian, can you clip down my dad's speech from the wedding and I'll put it on social somewhere so people can see it, because
your dad's
nailed
speech
it.
Is good, yeah.
Like funny, but nice, but sweet, but welcomed Brian, but just... I'm going to go home and watch them.
Chef's kiss.
But yeah, I do agree, guys. I think trying to involve the family a little bit more in this is what's happening and why, so they're confident. Go.
My venue don't want me to have an external coordinator. I think they feel threatened.
I think I agree. I'm getting this so often.
Your most recent, in the last 2 weeks, have you had any experiences with venues?
Yeah. Okay. So I had wedding on Saturday, the one that we did. And that is the dream venue for me, where they've got a team. They know what they're doing. My job is to look after the couple and do all the extra. That bride had a lot of stuff. Do you know what I mean? This needs to go out here and this is important. Then we're doing a champagne thing and then the bows are on this and like all of this stuff. You need somebody. She wouldn't have been happy on the day with just the venue people, even though the venue were excellent. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that little brief before walking down the aisle alone, the venue don't give you that. And that's fine.
I think they were a bit shocked at how friendly we were with her.
The bride, yeah.
Does that, like, I think I even got asked, like, do you know her? I was like, no. Well, yeah, I have been speaking to her for the last 16 months, like on WhatsApp. Like,
but they were great. They gave me the space to do the stuff I need to do. I'm also helping them because when they come in with the registrars, we're ready. We're ready. We've done first looks. Everything is done.
Do you feel that they, as a venue and other venues, that they are a little bit more involved and a little bit more have their rules and that's the way?
What do you mean?
I believe they are a venue that's quite strict with rules.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's your venue.
And again, if you tell people at the start, absolutely fine.
But I do feel like sometimes venues, like I heard the comment, oh, Georgie's doing that. We're not touching that. Georgie's doing that.
Oh, you're on about another one another week, aren't you? Where it was like, therefore we're not doing anything. But then to me, I prefer that because I know what I'm doing. I'd rather them just stick to the normal stuff that they do. The cutlery, crockery, putting the stuff out, getting the canapes ready, putting the drinks out. Like, cool, do all that. I will then worry about all the little bits and props. And a lot of the stuff is like TikTok-y stuff. I've seen it. I probably did a tip on it. I know what you're trying to do. Like, let me do that.
This is my problem and I probably shouldn't recommend it because I've got to put it out.
It's all my fault. Like, I get it. Like when people are like, oh, we want to do the photo dash thing. And I'm like, cool, no problem. I know how to do that because I know that you've seen what I've said and we want to do that.
Yeah.
So I like venues that just kind of go, we're here. If you need it.
I think the biggest thing you say is smash your side of it.
Yes.
I will do the more personal.
Yes. Yeah. I will make sure that the bride and groom, groom and groom are ready whenever they need to be ready. I will make sure that they're just having, again, we've said it before, but you will have your wedding day and it will be wonderful. when you have a coordinator, everything just gets uplifted just like a bit. Do you know what I mean? I just think it's just but I'm still getting venues that are like, we don't understand why you need it, which are the ones that don't understand the stuff that I do on the day. And I'm like, push back. I'd be like, it's my wedding. We want someone there that understands all this, because they don't understand all that bits.
But I don't understand why you wouldn't want an extra pair of hands.
Honestly, it keeps me up
there
at night.
There is no negative.
No.
Personally.
And I don't know if maybe they've had experiences with other people where they come in and go, we're doing this and I'm not changing anything you're doing, as long as I'm just checking that what's agreed has been done and then elevating all the rest of it. I go out and help with photos and make sure that the veil doesn't fly away. Like, you're not doing that. You can't do that. You're in the venue, and I want you in the venue. That's good. But yeah, if your venue are saying we don't want one, I would
ask why.
I would also, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. Should I say this?
Fuck it.
I would
fuck it, Cleo.
I know, I've said it anyway. What are they going to do? Shoot me? I would find somebody who got married at that venue and ask them. I would go on tagged images and I would message someone and say, I saw you got married there. What was it like? Did you feel like you got a really good experience? Did you blah, blah, blah? You can't hold that against the venue. You just need to take it as a face value. Yet they were fantastic, because some venues are fantastic and they're involved in every single bit of it, but they still just don't have time to do that little bit. But anyway, sorry. Enough about me. Would you like a question? Recommendations for floral confetti.
Ooh. So I'm not big on dried floral confetti. Basically, it just gets stuck in your hair, and it's again a nightmare for a coordinator.
It hurts as well
to pull out, and it's just like a waste of time, and it's annoying. So you can do like bigger petals, like dried hydrangea petals are a bit bigger. There's nothing wrong with rose petals. If you have to have fresh flat, because a lot of venues don't want the paper, even if it's biodegradable. Because it takes a little bit longer to degrade. So I just think nice big headed kind of petals.
Big headed.
You can even get preserved petals as well, which work quite nicely. But I stick away from the dried, smaller. Basically,
the bigger the surface area, the slower it falls, the more of them you've got in the photo,
the
when
less
you
likely
walk through.
It'll get stuck in your hair.
Yeah. In terms of like places, there's so many on. I would look on Instagram. You saw that one that you send your flowers to. Who's that?
Confetti Club London, but they do dry them. But it just depends how big the petals are.
Yeah, there's also one venue, I can't remember which venue, that only allow lavender. Would you not do it? Yeah, but they're tiny.
To be fair, right, I said it again, I'm not massive on confetti shots.
Oh, it's my favourite.
I like them on the dance floor.
Yeah, but a lot of venues don't allow it.
And that's where I like them.
Yeah.
That's the money shot, honey.
I would speak to venue if you could do something inside.
It's easier to sweep.
I know that.
Keep it more controlled, but then it's like spilling drinks and colours and staining floors and
I think if you're desperate for that confetti shot and you're not allowed XYZ, I would definitely speak to them about, can you just have a room where you could do a little mini confetti shot? Like, you can get the little mini cannon ones.
Well,
and George will sweep it up.
I've got a bride, and we're gonna just do a mini one with them too somewhere, and I'm gonna
throw it.
Ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Ooh, okay. Your turn.
She was like, I'll pay the bill, I don't care.
It would be a deal breaker for me to not have a confetti shot.
But what's more annoying is they've said no, but on every photo on Instagram they've got photos.
See,
on
that's
their
my
grid,
issue.
On their grid.
Yeah. So
not even tagged on the grid. So that's why we're doing it, because we're going to go, well,
no, yeah.
Instagram says.
Yes. I had this problem on Saturday with a venue where there was a band that were coming and they wanted to set up their systems and stuff like that. And the venue owner was like, look, you have to plug into our system. They had a bit of back and forth, and then they were like, okay, fine, well, we're going to put up our speakers, but we're not going to plug them in. He was like, you can't put the speakers up, because exactly that reason. When people go onto our socials and be like, well, they had speakers. So
they weren't plugged in, sorry.
You can't, I respect the venue for being like, no, I want to stay consistent. I prefer venues that are like, here's all the information, here's all the rules, pick if you want to book. You don't have to book, but if you want to, you stick to our rules. I'm like, yeah, fine, agreed. But you should find out the rules first.
How can I control my partner's crazy stepdad? He is vile when he drinks.
Oh, Brian, can you taste the difference between alcoholic beer and non-alcoholic beer? Oh, never mind.
Never mind.
I would genuinely, though, if there are issues with drinking and stuff like that, I would say to people at the bar, only doing singles. Like, it's only singles across the board. Don't let people buy anything else.
Would you get annoyed at a bar if you wanted to order a double?
I wouldn't, because it doesn't bother me. But I can
Brian-
imagine some people would. He didn't really drink spirits.
No, but
though.
like if you were, like if I went and I was like, I don't want to double, but then people would just buy 2 singles.
Or you just only do it for him and they pay for
I
the
just
double.
think, again, if you cannot be trusted with your behaviour, a nicely worded text message beforehand or a conversation.
I've been speaking to the mum.
And just be like, look, this needs to be controlled. This is
Yeah.
a fear of mine. Like, if someone came to me, like, I've got a fear of you slut dropping too much on the dance floor.
I said this exact thing to you, Beth, and you slut drop anyway.
But like, I'd be devastated. I'd be like, oh
Yeah,
my
I
gosh.
know.
So, but then people don't
Oh.
care, do they?
I
wish I was a carefree person. I was saying this the other day. Like, literally, I got.
Go on, tell
So
the story.
my neighbours, and we're a bit of the talk of the neighbourhood at the moment.
Why?
Don't know. So we've got someone across the road, not directly, but like diagonally, and our friends are friends with their friend, like their kids or whatever.
Yeah.
So they were around the other day, and I was like, oh blah blah, and she must have gone around for a coffee, and I saw them, and I was like driving in, and I was like blah blah, and then we got a text message the next day, like, oh by the way, the neighbours were saying that the neighbours opposite them been slagging you off, saying that you guys drive really fast down your thing and make sure the kids are safe, and I was like.
Do you drive fast down there?
You know where I live. I can't because it's a bend.
Yeah, it is a bend.
Like
Do
you-
they mean the other bit? They mean the first bit?
No, you come in, you turn right, and then you have to go straight down. Then I've got to go left into my drive. There's There's nowhere for me to pick up speed. Like the
Fair.
people next door to us, to be fair, because their drive's like straight down.
Yeah.
They can go from top to bottom. Like I've got too many bends and curves. Like
So if I did want to speed and kill your kids, it'd be really
maximum,
hard.
I'm going a 10 mile per hour. Like you can't pick up the speed around there. But I just thought. I was like, and Jack was like, well, who's that? And I was feeling, I was like,
Mate, that would bother me for weeks.
I was like, Jack, go and ask him. Just be like, look, is there a problem? Like, if there is a problem,
You didn't,
go
did you? 'Cause you're not
speak.
ballsy.
Well, no, I asked Jack to do it. I was like, come on, be a man.
You also give the chat
But
and don't.
this is what I mean. He was like, I don't care what they say about us.
Oh, I
And
fucking do.
I was sat there reveling, and I was like, that's why he ignored us the other day when we were walking the dog. I was like, fuming. But like, literally, like. One, I never actually see kids out playing, so I've never seen their kids.
Yeah.
Like I think I've seen them once. Our neighbours' kids are out playing all the time, and like we don't go like
Yeah.
they're like, hi Beth and Jack.
Yeah.
And, like we get on really well with our neighbours, and I was just like, why
Mate,
are
you're a
people
pussy, go and have a
that?
word.
But like, I wish I didn't care.
Yeah, same.
But now I'm thinking, well, why are we being talked about in the neighbour? We're very good neighbours. We're quiet. I'm barely ever there. Our dog doesn't
You're
fucking
right.
bark.
You're
Like
right.
our dog. Someone smokes weed and it smells in the garden.
Look who needs a counselling now. Jeez, we should get buy one, get one free
But
off
I was
her.
just like, how dare
Yeah.
you? Like,
It would
don't-
piss me
don't
off.
insult us.
It would piss me off.
And like, and do you know what? Fair play. If I was driving fast, I'd be like, hands up, no worries. I do need to be more considerate.
Yeah.
But I physically can't. Like, you literally know that bend. I've got to like, once I've got to 10 miles per hour, I've got to pull into my drive.
Okay.
Tell me I can't.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, my point was Jack just doesn't care about these things, whereas
Oh,
I
I
get
care
really
so
riled up.
much.
And this is what I mean. If people don't care, they're like, well, I don't care what you think of me, and I don't care if I'm going to get drunk.
I wonder
at your
what it's
wedding.
actually like.
I'm not going to
have.
lose sleep overnight. Whereas I'd wake up with beer fear and be like, oh my god, I've ruined the wedding
Yeah.
for slut shopping.
What's it like when there is someone that is a... If there's anybody who's listening that has been married and had this worry, can you tell us like what you did, and did you have conversations with them, and like is there anything that you can do? Because I don't have experience of being worried about somebody drinking excessively. I wanted people to drink excessively because I've never had a problem with anyone.
Yeah, but I think you don't mind that drunk culture. Whereas if some people
No, but there's a drunk culture, and then there's a... What did she say? He's a...
vile
Yeah. Nobody I know goes
in
vile.
capital letters with 3 exclamation marks.
Okay, yeah. I don't have that issue. I have a, oh my God, my uncle fell over and spilled a glass of wine
yeah.
on his wife. That's fine. Right. Okay. I'm getting married in Italy next summer. The venue have recommended a 5 p.m. ceremony. How would you figure out timings? Any help appreciated? Thank you.
I'm going to swerve this one straight back to you,
Okay,
because
Not a fucking clue.
I have a fucking clue. You're just going to disagree with me because my name's Emma.
What the fuck? If anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, there's a show called H2O.
My favourite one, what's it
It's
called?
about mermaids, guys. It's weird.
What's the one I like, Brian? Summer Heights High.
Oh, Summer Height, where the man
My
is...
Coke Zero.
I will take the question. First, actually, I'm going to take part of the question, and then I think we do a whole destination episode. Mm-hmm. And I might even call in a favour. But the very first thing you're going to do...
Can we go abroad and film it?
Yeah!
Brian!
Oh my God, can we film it abroad?
Can we take these abroad?
Yeah, he said yeah. Oh my God, if there's an abroad venue that's listening that wants us to come and film there, tell us.
Holla! I need to get a bikini ready. Woo!
I don't want to film in a bikini.
I do.
All right, you do you.
No, because I will be scarred for life.
I wouldn't.
I think everyone
the
else
table
would
would have to be high. I'll take my standy desk. The only tip I'm going to give with it is that an abroad wedding and a UK wedding are totally different things. You can't compare the two.
Because typically,
Yep.
you would say half an hour for a ceremony.
Yep.
And then you're doing a confetti shot.
Always.
So then 15 minutes to get everyone lined up, confetti shot.
Is this for abroad?
No, but this is like genuinely speaking. And then you're like, right, photos. How many photos do you want?
Yeah.
X, Y, Z. You usually allow half an hour, 45 minutes,
yeah.
hour. Like, you're running out of time, especially abroad.
But abroad are so different because, first of all, if you get married too early, it's too hot.
Yeah.
And you won't enjoy it anyway. Also, the biggest thing to remember is that people are there for more than one day.
Yeah.
So you've seen people, you've done the meet and greet the day before. You then have the wedding, the drinks reception isn't as important to meet and greet. And you normally have the day after.
Can you do the drinks reception before the ceremony abroad?
You can, but you wouldn't.
Why?
Because unless you don't mind everybody seeing you before the ceremony.
No, but like...
The guys could.
Get them to have arrival drinks and canapes. Yeah. Then you go down the aisle. Then you're like, photos,
I just get FOMO.
Wedding breakfast.
It really pissed me off that I was getting ready at some venue and Brian's having a jolly with all our mates waiting for me to come down the aisle. I was like, I want to be there doing that. We had like the mulled wine and mince pies. Did we have mince pies? Like that bit. And I'm like, I want to be there.
Mince pies because I would have had one.
We had mince pies.
No, you fucking didn't.
Did we have mince pies? Did I make that up?
Yeah. Just mulled wine. Because I would have had a mince pie because I love a mince pie.
I hate mince pies. I know, I hate mince pies. Why would you eat that?
Why wouldn't you?
It's just weird, isn't it?
Why?
It's just spicy. I don't like
mince pies are not fucking spicy.
No, spicy as in spices, as in cinnamon, and
fine.
I don't mean hot spicy.
I was like, because I'm a plain gal at Nando's and I can eat a mince pie. So
I can't even handle plain.
I have to have coleslaw because it's too hot.
I'm also a child. It's fine. So that would be my tip for that. Is that you're there for longer. You've not got to try and cram everything into one day. They finish later.
It's like basically when you're on holiday, there's no rules.
Yeah. Whole rule book goes out. It's a whole different day.
Okay. I have my ears pierced, but I never wear earrings. Should I wear them on my wedding day?
No.
No, Emma.
Stop. No, would I?
I feel like boss bitch though when I got earrings in.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'm like, I've actually had time to put my earrings in.
I've got my seconds and I've got little gold hoops that are the tarnish free stuff. So they're just always in. Never take them out. Feels great. I would use your wedding as an opportunity to try it if you wanted to.
I wouldn't have anything too heavy because I hate it when I've got heavy earrings and my ears start to hurt. I'm like, ugh.
Maybe like, I also think it depends on your hair and stuff because this is the best we're meant to be putting ourselves together as. But if you don't like them, don't wear it. You know?
You know?
Right. Edible centerpieces, yes or no?
I've answered this before, I swear.
Yeah, we have, haven't we?
Yeah,
but
maybe
why?
at WedX on the stage.
We said yes. You said yes. I think I said no. I don't understand what you would do.
Honestly, someone's put it loads in like our question boxes constantly.
I did a wedding where, this was back in the day though, where it was, the cupcakes that then look like bouquet of flowers.
Yeah.
That was there.
Are they thinking like afternoon tea is your centerpiece and that's what you eat? Or are they thinking more like Charlie and Chocolate Factory vibes? Because if you've got Charlie and Chocolate Factory wedding, then I'm here for it. Type in edible centerpieces on Google.
Edible centerpieces.
Show me.
Not for me, that.
Show me.
We've got the Ferrero Rocher ball.
Oh, like the tree.
We've got the fruit tree. We've got the...
Not for me. If you want to do stuff like that, put it on a dessert station.
Agreed.
There's too many arms going across and things like that. However, if you're bougie ass, if you're bougie and like theatrical like tasting menus and things like that, you could definitely do something cool like that. Again, if it only makes sense to you, like if you like if someone's a chef or if someone does like art, like food art and things like that, or is that cake? You could do something really cool like that, and like at the end of the speech be like, oh, actually I need you all to do like something interactive like that, but like I'm not here for the...
I think every table needs some decor because you have to remember as well that once they have tucked into that, it then looks shit. Yeah, not me personally, but you do it's your wedding, do what the fuck you want.
I love Ferrero Rochers.
I hate them.
They're one of my top tier chocolates.
Really?
Top tier chocolates.
I don't like nuts.
Ferrero Rocher, Kinder Bueno.
Notes you don't like nuts.
Galaxy. Right. Tell me. Oh, you don't eat chocolate, but I'm going to rate it.
I can rate it anyway, and I still remember it.
Dairy Milk, Nestle, white chocolate.
Dairy Milk, Galaxy, Nestle, white chocolate. No. Dairy Milk, Galaxy, white chocolate, Nestle.
I feel like Nestle's bad.
It's just a bit dry, isn't
But
it?
I love a Reese's Pieces, and that's
Hate
Nestle.
Reese's Pieces.
Nestle.
We're so different. Do you reckon this is why the podcast works so well? Because I hate everything you've just said.
Yin and yang.
Yeah, cute. You're my brunette to my blonde. And next question.
Wait, it's me.
Okay.
Love you guys.
I got a good one.
Cute.
Cute, still going.
Is it okay to send digital invites only? Any recommendations for good digital invites? Love you guys. I think she's the same person that put love you guys because it looks like the love you guys is the same.
I'm okay with digital only invites. However, they better be good.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Don't you send me a text. I want
what are you sending then?
I want like a Canva document that I click on and it goes to the website. I should probably make some of those, shouldn't I? But you can't just send a thing that says we're getting married. Blah, blah, blah. Like I need it to. It still needs to look nice. Same rules apply to an invitation.
I'm here for the digital, you know.
Yeah.
Because do you know what? When I get a wedding invite, I don't know what to do with it. I'm like, I've also got to
Does
keep
it feel special enough though?
Well, I don't really care. I think it's very traditional. Like when I get sent a wedding invite, I'm like, what do I do with it now? Magnet on my fridge? I don't have a magnet fridge.
I know what I've seen that was my favourite. They made a video.
Cute.
They made an invitation video that then was actually in the country that they're getting. No, it was in the country that they're from or they got engaged in and they're getting married here. And it was like the video of all the, you know, like when it's kind of a baby reveal, stuff like that. One of those, but then it's like you're invited to the wedding. Like they're my favourite. If you can do a video instead.
My problem is though, I'm a sucker for a nice invite. A nice embossed invite. I'm like, makes my mouth water.
But would you rather that money put into the day being even better?
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm all for digital.
And then someone's going to be like, what about the older people?
Oh,
come on.
Fuck off.
Do it for them.
I still had to help my nan do the invite anyway. Yeah. Like you're going round, I'd be like, look, nan, we got something to show you. I'm really excited. Bam. I'll fucking print her one off.
Bam.
Bam.
Print it off.
That was me smacking my nan in the face with my invite. I just don't think, I think if you asked a nan, because we all say the same thing, I did exactly the same thing. I want my nan to have a physical invite. Yeah. Where is it? I haven't seen it for a while at her house. What's she done with it? Do you know what I mean?
Like, it's probably in a memory box.
For what?
I don't know.
I think we overthink some of these things. Yeah. Like just go, I'm sure she'd rather you go round, make her a cup of tea and say, this is what we're doing.
But invites aren't cheap, are they?
No. Especially when you start putting inserts in.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Sheesh. Okay, question.
We're going to sheesh.
You're not supposed to tell people. Sheesh. What to do? Oh.
Do you know what? That stresses me out a little bit.
I know, they've gone landscape.
I'm like,
no, portrait.
Is that type A?
To be fair though, that's a phone.
That
is how we would do a phone.
Honestly,
for anyone listening, we've got little square, like little rectangle cards, and everybody else has written them landscape. And this was portrait. Anyway, what do I do when suppliers are rude about my wedding being in 2027? Is that you? Are you the rude one? You are, aren't you?
I'm not rude.
Or what do you say?
My diary isn't open.
Okay, well let's set the thing. I'm meeting you in person. It's different. Hi, I'd like to inquire about your services.
Okay, great. When you get married and what you're looking for?
We are looking to go like quite big with flowers and do all these different things. And we've got our venue sorted and it's the 1st of June, 2027.
Wow, amazing. So you've got a bit of time left.
Yeah, loads. We're trying to get everything done really early and organised.
Currently, our diary isn't open at this stage. We usually open it 2 years ahead. For now, I'd recommend keep looking at styles because your mind might change.
All right.
And get back in touch.
Fine. I remember seeing this lady and I remember her saying that some of them literally laughed at her.
What I just did on the mic.
Yes. Laughed at her and was like, there's no point doing it now.
I'm not laughing.
I've had one of my couples, they booked early anyway. They booked for 2026 and now they are moving to 2029. And I said, look, I genuinely can't, as much as I would love to, I've got nothing in the diary. I won't be letting anything in the diary. You'll be the first reserve on it. But I have no idea what I'll be doing in 2029.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's like, I don't know. We're very much in the headspace now. It's like 2024, 2025 brides.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't opened 2026 diary.
Ooh.
Because we're going in a different direction.
What?
I told you this.
On the pod?
Yeah.
What direction are you going?
We're doing I want to do 4 or 5 weddings a year. That's it. And we've got another business come in and things like that. But we're still smashing this year and next year.
Yeah.
This year, mate. I said to George the other day, George was like, this is good, Anna. I was like, I know it's good.
No, she spent the whole day going, tell me how good this looks. I was like, it looks great, Beth. It looks great. I got shit to do.
But how good did it look?
It looked banging. It did look banging. I'll give you that.
And it just means that we can really focus on the bigger weddings, the 3-day weddings and things like that. So
what do you recommend to people that are getting married that far? Because I get it. I get the whole saving and figuring it out, but
suppliers aren't in that. I'm being real. Suppliers are not in that headspace, and also photographers and things like that. People might be hoping to have a family. People especially one man.
But what
band.
are you supposed to do? Nothing until 2025.
Well, you've got your venue booked.
Book whoever. Some venues won't even open that far.
But it's also quite dangerous to be handing money over.
Agreed.
For such.
But do you not feel like you get good deals because people will be like, yeah, we'll hold our prices across?
Yeah, but then I also feel like when you go back to revisit, they'll be like, oh no, like you want that? Oh, that's going to be this. Like you just need to like fully get everything in writing, make it super, super clear, but also like nicest possible way, especially if you're inquiring during wedding season. I would do it out of wedding season so you get the full attention of people. Yeah. Because like for a one-man band in the middle of peak wedding season, they aren't going to be
If I'm asking you in June for my 2027 wedding, you're like, can't.
We'll revisit this in January.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people will push you back.
Yeah.
Because
they've got time.
They haven't got time.
Yeah.
It's a really hard one actually. Like I feel the pain. Like you want to be excited, but I also do think that your mind will change. Like
it will 100% change.
How can
it will.
you budget for a wedding for 2027 as well? Like
I think you can budget for it in terms of I'm comfortable spending £30,000 and therefore I'll save that.
But your financial situation can drastically change for the better or worse.
And
you may be pregnant. You may have family.
Yeah. From experience, you want to change your wedding yearly.
Yeah.
If you ask me every year, my wedding would be slightly different each time.
I have clients who change their wedding
a week before.
Like Saturday, they changed 2 weeks before. I don't usually allow it, but there was a reason behind why we allowed it. But your style changes so much. Things come in and go. So for me, like if it was me and my diary was open, I would do you a mood board that you wouldn't use. I can't quote flowers for 2027 because we don't know what the inflation's going to be like. We don't know what the going rate's going to be like. And I think people are scared to quote because imagine if you quoted what is it, 24? So 3 years ahead?
25, 26, 27, yeah.
3 years ahead. If you quoted your price from 3 years ago for now, you'd be like, I'll put some more. I'll hire it. But it's going to be nowhere near what it's going to be. So I think people, as suppliers, I think we're nervous to quote, especially after the pandemic.
Pandemic.
Oh no, okay. Like that hit.
I think if you're a couple that know who you want, like if they're like, I would get in touch. I would say, I appreciate it's really far out. Are your diaries open for 2027? If they then come back and say no, I would say, no problem. Is there a way that I can find out first when your diary opens? Because we're really keen to book you. It's not even about the money. Like it's just, I know I want that person. Just get on their radar and then leave, and then start just keeping an eye on stuff or DIY and stuff and things like that. But your tastes will change.
I feel like I'd lose my mind planning a wedding for that long.
Yeah. You'd have to just ignore it for a year.
And I'd want to do this, and then people would be talking about it, and then no one around you is going to be that interested at this stage.
Yeah.
You'll get the initial what are you going to do, and then like, it's not for ages, and that's tough. Like I actually feel like it is really shit, and it's hard, but I feel like you'll get a good vibe from the suppliers that you do want. If you do get that bad energy, be like, well, cool, they're not my person, they're not my supplier. But also fully appreciate the situation that sometimes suppliers are just replying to reply quickly. Yeah. And emails aren't as fluffy as they could be, especially during peak season. So I would definitely approach things off peak.
I think as well, if you're conscious that it is a long time away, and again, it's your wedding, you're more excited than anybody else is going to be. Yeah. But it's just that whole, I appreciate we're early. If you're not open, cool. But can I know first, basically?
Yeah.
Anyway, right. So I'm doing a new thing. I can't tell you about the new thing. But the more I've researched the mismatched bridesmaid dresses, I am obsessed. And I love it. But I'll share it with you. Anyway, before you do a bitch from a bride, I have an update.
From who?
Do you remember ages ago?
I don't know. Why are you laughing? I hate you when you do this because I'm like nervous.
So ages. Oh, it's from Australia. I didn't even know.
Chloe, what's her name? Is it her?
Yeah, I can't say the name just in case. I'm not saying the name.
Emma.
We'll call her Emma. She messaged and said, I've got a bit of drama for you. This is a while ago. And she said do you remember the fiance's little brother that was in jail after pleading guilty to manslaughter, drug-related stabbing, not your casual accident or death?
Yeah.
Anyway, that all happened. Little did we know. Blah, blah, blah. Now the dilemma. I'm hoping and praying he doesn't come. However, it's his brother. She's a bitch for not having him there. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So we talked about it on the podcast. You gave your stuff. So she said,
I think the title of that episode was, I'm sorry, he's a danger.
he's a danger, yeah. So she then says, so the wedding is 3 days away, and I thought I'd give you an update on the manslaughter brother-in-law. He got parole after breaking it and was released this year in January again. I made a deal with my partner after hours of back and forth that one slip up and he's not invited. A month ago, he falls in love with some chick and knocks her up.
Oh, God.
A week after finding out he's going to be a dad and saying things like this baby will help him and it'll fix his relationship, they're already breaking up and getting back together all over again. He goes on another heroin relapse and ends up being pulled over by cops, have their guns drawn on him, and the rat bastard and I sit him back in a jail where he belongs whilst having to prepare for a family. Fucking wild, but it's done. Also, they're keeping the baby and this girl is batshit crazy. Poor things thinks she can fix him and believes all his lies. She's an idiot. We'll send you pics of the day, but just to let you know, your podcast has been a highlight of my week and sanity for my wedding journey.
So he's not going to
So
the
he's
wedding.
back in jail.
Woo! The danger is back in jail. I'm happy for her.
Me too. You got bitches for me?
Yeah, I got a bitches.
Okay.
Hey, Georgie and Beth.
Hey.
I don't have a bitches from a bride, but can I have a groan about the groom?
Yes.
You know that well-known phrase, he had one job. This couldn't be more of a perfect example. So our save the dates had been arriving at our friends and family's houses when my fiance's dad rings him. He was bringing it to his attention the disaster of the invitation.
Don't, please.
Let's call my fiance's family the Smiths, for example. We addressed the envelopes to his cousin and his other half as Mr. and Mrs. Smith Johnson. However, my fiance forgot they are not actually married. Not a huge mistake, but still an annoying mistake on our part.
Okay, fine.
The worst part was that we hyphenated their names as he was sure the couple did that when they got married. Wrong. It was in fact his ex-wife's previously hyphenated surname.
No.
So we've invited his cousin and his ex-wife instead of his cousin and his long-term girlfriend. Let's just say the conversations afterwards was awkward AF.
Oh no.
Oh no, Cleo!
Oh shit.
But how would you feel as the cousin's partner?
Shit.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you fucking invited the ex.
So for example, if Brian was with someone else.
Go on,
and
name
it
a
was
girl.
the Mitchell Smiths or whatever. That was a hyphenated name.
I'd go
Mr.
mad.
and Mrs. Mitchell Smith. You're not even there. Your surname's not even existing.
It's like you said when Jack plus one got invited.
Yeah,
This is worse than that.
I'm not going.
I'd be furious. I was mad at Brian when he didn't know how to spell a certain member of his family's name. Like that pissed me off. And I was like, well, what am I supposed to write? What do I write? And then trying to Facebook people. Like, I just think you got to check it.
I would not have not shown the partner, but imagine if he went through their front door.
Yeah. You'd have to ring and go, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but it makes her look like a dick.
I'd be like, it's all him. He's a
Because
villain.
he's going to be like, she did the invites.
Oh.
Cleo.
You'd just be like, what is this? Is
The
one
one job.
This is why we don't let them do things. Because if we want it done right, we'll do it ourselves.
Touche.
Jinx, honey. This has been a monumentous episode. I've enjoyed it.
What's next week, Cleo?
Next week we do the whole
English. Fully English.
What?
No accents.
Okay, what's next week? I've got a little something for next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna call in one of my mates.
Who? You ain't got none.
No, we're gonna be friends after this. We've got a special guest. And we're not even filming here.
Secret location. And me and Georgie are
Secret?
out.
We're getting out. Let's have it.
You better get your tan on.
Oh, fuck.
What's that accent? That was meant to be a clue.
It was like, that is the accent.
Shut up.
Shut up. No,
Shut
stop
up.
it. Let's be having it.
Peace and love as always. I'm sorry if our accents ruined this episode. No, peace and love.
Right, you're not the age where you're doing that.
I know,
part.
I can't do it.
It's that.
I know, but I like to do it
hands.
because I feel cool.
I don't understand what...
My fingers don't work.
It's the middle finger goes down and that one goes up.
No,
Mate, that's hard for anyone again listening. We're trying to do the
Keep it
Gen
easy.
Z. Gen Z heart? What are we? Are we millennials? What's Isla?
Gen X.
Gen Z?
No, she's too young to be Gen Z.
But Gen X, what?
Anywho,
We'll figure it out and let you guys know.
peace and love.
Peace and love. Much love to the older generation as well that didn't understand anything we're talking about. Love you.
Please like, subscribe, review, and drop us a DM.
Okay, love you. Bye. What?
Nah, I'll tell you next week.
You can't end on that.
I've got an idea that we want to gate crash someone's wedding. So send us applications to our email if you want me and Georgie to be at your wedding and do a live episode. But I'll talk more about it.
We can't do a live episode at someone's wedding.
Yes, we can.
We can do it behind the scenes.
We can do
bit.
an interview.
Yeah, we
How
can
are you
do that.
feeling? How are you feeling?
Guys, it can't be on a Saturday though.
Yeah, can't be on a Saturday.
I ain't got any Saturdays.
Or if it's abroad, happily come. We want it like, you know, like Ant and Dec.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I also, while we're on that, I want a little Beth and Georgie.
So yeah, if you want us to come to your wedding, drop us an email and tell us why it's cool and why we need to be there.
Yeah, all right.
And we're going to figure something out because this is going to be fun.
All right. I'll bring the inflatable saxophones.
Peace and love.
Love you, bye.